SimplySafe.com or call 800-340-7091 for a free catalog.
You prepare by purchasing gold, food, and firearms. But if you don't have a home security system, then you're missing a critical weapon in your arsenal for home protection. When you're sleeping or away from home, who's watching out for intruders? Check out Simply Safe. It's a new do-it-yourself home security system that is completely wireless. Go to GetSimplySafe.com. Simply Safe is independent and off the grid. It runs on battery power, so even if the grid goes down, you are protected. It's completely customizable, so you can use it in your home, business, boat, trailer, storage unit, or shed. GetSimplySafe.com. Simply Safe is also ridiculously easy to install yourself in under 20 minutes, so there's no need to let a stranger into your home. If you move or need to relocate, you can take the system with you wherever you go. You aren't always at home, but Simply Safe will stand guard, protecting your property 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, that's GetSimplySafe.com.
For 50 years, we've told them what to eat, what to drink, what to wear. For Christ's sake, Ben, don't you understand? Americans love television. They wean their kids on it. Listen, they love game shows. They love wrestling. They love sports and violence. So what do? We give them what they want. We're number one, Ben. That's all that counts. Believe me, I've been in the business 30 years.
Well, I haven't been in show business as long as you have, Killian. But I'm a quick learner. So I'm going to give the audience what I think they want.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center and the heart of the resistance.
Yeah, the Running Man came out in the mid-1980s, and more our country looks like that. That's what we saw in Boston was the Running Man. Who knows if they were real? Who knows if they're like Whitman, Price, and Dodd? Their debt to society paid in full, basking in the Maui sun. Last season's winners. No, last season's losers. And all the people that think they're winning in this system, you're the losers. Attaching USA to having your rights overrun. I mean, it's bizarre, man. I get around cops and they like bug their eyes out and act like all on power trips. And then you see other cops who are just acting normal and friendly and nice. And you get to know these people. They're always the normal, successful, decent people who are actually more manly than the weirdo police they're looking for now. And I obsess on police because in any police state, you better know what you're dealing with. You better know what you're up against. You better understand it. And listen, we've got a criminal government run by foreign banks. We are occupied. They're trying to mop up what's left of the media. They're trying to take over the web. They're trying to track everything with internet sales taxes. I've read the bill. It is so draconian. Makes your head spin. And here's the good news. People are finally freaking out. I monitor at home in the morning and driving into work in the morning and driving around doing errands and things at night. Talk radio, national and local. Everybody's freaking out. Like 90% of the callers about it all. People are really getting it. But you don't just need to get it. You need to say no. You need to not comply with stuff that's unconstitutional. And you need to work like the Dickens to do everything you can to warn people ahead of this, because it's not enough to buy guns and just wait in your cabin and say, first person comes around here is deader than a hammer. You need to spend that energy in the information war, hammer down, screaming bloody murder. Because, ladies and gentlemen, they're getting away with everything right now. And again, you're like, why would they declare martial law in a whole city? Call it a civil emergency. I've always told you they'll call it a civil emergency, public safety. And you notice, it's never going to be called martial law. It was called a civil emergency, public safety, when they looted. The first houses they went to were in the high and dry area in Louisiana, some of them $15 million historic homes. I happened to have been given a coffee table book about a year before that happened, because my wife had lived in New Orleans for a few years. One of her family gave her a coffee table book with New Orleans, so I was reading about the architecture, knew the houses that I was then seeing on television when they were going in there taking their guns. And then I get the Army manuals. Guys, punch up Rob Dew. I'm going to your calls. Rob Dew's report that's got 2.5 million views, titled Military Trains to Shoot Americans That Don't Turn in Guns. And then it shows the Army manual, how they process our Social Security numbers, how they put us in the labor camp, how they kill the people that don't turn the guns in. And it's got the Army manual number. That's at army.mil. I mean, that's red alert, over the top, out of control. Watch this. Army trains to shoot Americans that don't turn in guns. And you know, this is still not working. It's